Hey everybody, my name is Rydo and today we are starting Anna's Quest. Although I have to make a confession just for a moment here, I will actually be restarting Anna's Quest because, as you may see, it says resume game here. I got about halfway through this game and because of a weird situation, the normally when I start to record something, I hit Shift F9. F9 is quick save. Couldn't do that. When I end the recording, I hit Shift F10, or at least I used to. So I said, well, I can't use those buttons anymore. I'll use the plus and minus button. Clearly here on all of these buttons that they say do something, the plus and minus button don't do anything. Well, it turns out they do something. It's just very odd and hard to notice. So every time I started the new recording, I was actually turning the global volume down a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And by the time I was halfway through the game, I had not realized I had slowly turned the volume all the way off until I hit exactly 0%. I said to myself, oh, I can't hear anything now. And so all that footage, unfortunately, is lost. And it also means instead of going through the game in a very natural way, the first few sections I'm just going to kind of run through as if I had a walkthrough right in front of me because I already know what to do. So I always try to cover games as my first impressions as a natural video game player would do it, not as somebody with some previous knowledge. Now, if I played a game before, that's not possible, and unfortunately I've played a game before. The only other thing to mention is that if you run this on Steam, there's a configuration file that you can turn a setting on called texture compression. Don't turn that on, it will mess up the graphics. It's not available in the game options here, which all pretty much all set fine in the first place. So there's no real anything you really need to change as far as all that. So they're good to go. Let's begin. Anna's Quest is a point-and-click adventure game starring Anna, a little girl. It's kind of childish, although some of the puzzles are a little too complicated for me to call this a kid's game, even though this is airing in my kids game slot, which is kind of fine because it's following Caution Quest, which again was a childish game that was too difficult really for kids. Start a new game, that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, I got all the way to chapter 3 of 6 chapters. We're going back to chapter 1, a little experiment, and starting from the beginning.
Anna! Anna! There you are. Anna, it's already growing dark. You know how I feel about you being out at night.
Grandpa, I'm fine. I was just finishing the chores around the farm.
Oh, my dear, you needn't do so much. Come inside. Rest.
It's fine, Grandpa. I like helping out around the house. I'm not so little anymore, you know?
Yes. Quite right. Quite right.
And I was thinking, well, maybe next week, instead of you, I can go sell our crops in the village.
No. No. That is for me, and me alone. I'm sorry, my dear. It's just the things that are out there. Promise me you won't ever venture out into those woods.
I promise.
Good. Good. And when I do go, you must always remember, however near or far we may be,
In our hearts, we carry our family.
This is a tale that began in a number of places, as many often do. It began once with two sisters, in a faraway school where children were cruel and misunderstood all the same. Today, however, it begins in a deep, dark wood, where a very special girl indeed was about to begin a long and perilous journey.
So we saw the prologue here was made by Dane Krams, and Daedalic bought that prologue from him and added more people to the team, and they fleshed out this game, given it voice acting. The voice acting in particular means I'm not going to say very much in my
Once upon a
coverage of this
time,
game.
there was a girl named Anna who lived with her grandfather in a deep, dark wood. He told her of all the evils that lurked outside the safety of their humble farm and warned her never to venture far. One night, however, the grandfather grew suddenly ill, yet he insisted Anna promise not to enter those woods. Her love for him was so strong that she could not, and at once set out on her ill-fated quest for a cure. The brave girl traveled cautiously into those woods, wary of all the stories her grandfather had told her. Careful as she was, however, a wicked old witch, filled with the most evil of intent, followed her from dark and foggy shadow. The old woman snatched the girl away, and in the darkest corner of those cursed woods, she locked her in a great tower. The witch, you see, had plans for the girl, but the girl had an unwavering determination to save her beloved grandpa.
So yeah, I'm gonna hold back most of my commentary till the end of the series. Mostly we're just gonna let the characters talk for themselves. It's a nice change of pace for me. I've played a lot of games recently where I've had to read out every little bit of dialogue, and it's not particularly fun. It certainly gives me something to do, but it also exhausts me to try to read everything
Grandpa.
out loud.
What have I gotten myself into? If only I'd have listened to you, then... No, I can't think like that. Grandpa needs me. I have to find a way to help him. That's it. I don't know how I'll do it, but no matter what, I have to find an escape.
Anna. Did you say something before? Who were you talking to?
Oh, just talking to myself, I guess.
Well, stop it. It's weird. And come closer. I've told you 1,000 times I can't hear you properly over there.
So I'm gonna say no, I don't want to play the tutorial and see what happens. Good. So the tutorial basically teaches you if you hit the middle mouse button, you can see everything you can click on. There are two click things, one with a left click and one with a right click. If you right click something like the curtains, you'll look at it.
So soft and smooth. I'm not sure what they're made of, but they feel so nice.
But if you then left click them, you'll try to do something with them.
No, they're stuck on pretty well, but wow, do they feel soft and smooth.
So I assume, have to do what she says and still do the same actions as the tutorial. It seems like it. The only difference is we won't have a little tutorial box here explaining things. And this is our inventory by scrolling the mouse wheel down. It's a little bit bad because it doesn't come up if you scroll the mouse wheel up. If you nudge the mouse wheel, if you happen to have mouse wheel that nudges, which I do, to the left or right, that doesn't work either. It's only scroll down, and then it disappears as soon as your mouse goes to the edge far enough. And we can see this is kind of the classic witch snatching a girl, although it's got a different spin on it because we've got a speaker and a camera and a machine of some sort.
I could use that to talk to the witch, but, well, I don't really want to. I want to escape.
Ah. So, interesting. It seems like it is slightly different. Because she told me in the tutorial, I think it was to walk there and talk to her, and then sit in a chair and get zapped.
Alright, that was fun. Back to escaping now.
This is interesting. The actions are different. I may not know what to do here. Oh, no, she wanted me to grab the soup spoon,
Blah.
didn't she?
No thanks. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but I think I saw it moving earlier. Just looking at it reminds me of the gunk the witch fed me. Blah. Cooking is obviously not one of the witch's specialties.
So,
I'll just take a crayon, I think. And some paint, too. I like paint.
there's a lot of things in this room that we can take, and it's kind of a messed up puzzle because there's so much you can take in this area at first that you end up having several things extra that you don't use until later.
Anna, how are you this evening?
So I'll try a different conversation here. This is one of the rare situations where you have have three options, but can only say one of them. I said I need to go home last time. I'll try this.
Is this a trick question? You never care about how I am.
That's nice. Now listen carefully. The time has finally come for your experiment. Exercise. Yes, exercise.
Exercise?
See your nice red chair over there? I need you to go on and sit in it.
What exactly is this exercise?
Just do as I say. That is to say, come along, dear. Nothing to be afraid of. Be a good girl and sit in the chair now.
So I usually would not tell people to skip a tutorial because you're missing out on gameplay, and I certainly missed out on maybe one or two interactions there. But this first section's so long, it's actually fine, I think. This is one of the rare cases I'd say just skip the
Good.
tutorial.
Very good. All right.
Particularly if you know how point
Stay
and
very
click
still now, Anna.
adventure games work. It looks like
Now
she's
hop
getting
up,
her
Anna.
hair done
Quickly now.
in that machine.
So tell me, do you feel different? Somehow different in your head, perhaps?
Actually, yeah, I kind of do. I feel kind of sick and dizzy. Those lights were really intense.
Oh, curse you, child. That should have brought out your powers.
Let's see. I did this one last time. We'll do this one.
Powers? Really? Like what?
Your telekinesis. Show it to me.
Telekinesis?
I know you have it. I've seen it. If he has it, then you must have it.
I'm sorry, I really don't know what you mean. I don't have any powers.
This may be harder than I first thought. All right. Go and pick up your spoon.
No, that's okay. I'm not really that hungry.
No, not to eat. Pick it up. Hold it out. And then think about nothing except the spoon bending. Well, come on, child.
This seems rather silly, but I think the witch's patience is running out. I better just do as she says.
So you may notice that the dialogue seems to just jump to the next sentence. That's the one little flaw I've noticed here, besides the image compression and things not rendering right. For instance, this doll did never render right with image compression on. But let's see. So now we have the telekinesis ability, so we can use it. We can use it on the
I
soup.
should try it on the spoon first.
Let's try it on the spoon first. So
Concentrate
she
on
has
bending the spoon.
telekinesis
All right, then.
powers.
Here goes nothing. I don't believe it.
What? What did you say? What happened?
I bent the spoon? I bent the spoon. Wow.
Come closer, child. I can't hear you.
It worked. It actually worked. I bent the spoon.
Show it to me. Hold it up to the camera.
You know what's interesting is we never see where she's watching from. It must be over here in this castle on the other side of the bell window. So take that bent spoon and hold it to the camera.
See? Look. I really did it.
Yes. Yes. Finally, it's mine. All mine.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, but I still have so many things to do. So many things to prepare. Anna, don't go anywhere.
But there isn't anywhere to go.
Yes, good girl, good girl. Oh, the day has come at last.
I can't help but feel a little uneasy about this. Whatever the witch is planning, it can't be good.
What should I do?
So here's this teddy bear all of a sudden starts
What should I do?
That's the
talking.
witch's house out there on the hill. She must have built this tower just for these exercises.
So we talk to this teddy bear.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello? Ah! You can hear me?
What is this?
You can hear me. Oh boy, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to talk or not. Wow, that sure is a big relief.
Is this another one of your tricks, witch?
Anna?
Oh no, shh, Anna, you gotta be quiet.
Anna, who are you talking to?
Oh no, what have I done? This is bad.
I was talking to
Oh.
no one. Just myself.
Again. Anna, really? I wish you'd quit doing that already. You're distracting me.
Hello? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Bear? No, wait, that's not right.
Ben? Bern? Bershin?
Oh, wait, yes, it's Ben. It's Ben. Wow, I remembered.
You have trouble remembering things?
Oh, yeah, everything from before. I wasn't always like this.
What were you getting so worried about before?
Oh, Anna, this is bad.
Why? What is she planning?
Well, I'm not sure, but it's bad. It's very bad. Just look at what she's done to me. And with that power of yours, she wants to take it from you somehow. I'm sure of it.
What did you mean not always like this?
Oh, I'm really like you, Anna.
You're a girl?
No, yuck! I'm not a girl, silly. I'm a boy. Well, I was a boy when that old woman first brought me here.
So the witch, She did this to you? Turned you into a teddy bear?
Uh-huh. I think something went wrong. She screamed and said witchcraft was stupid, and I was so scared. So I just sat here and tried to stay as still and quiet as possible.
Gee, Ben. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Of course, that implies maybe all these other dolls might have been people too.
How long have you been here for?
Oh, I'm not really sure, but it sure feels like a long time. A very, very long time. I tell you, I was so happy when you came, Anna. Finally, a friend. Did you say you're gonna escape?
Shh, not so loud. This isn't happening.
What isn't happening, Anna?
This. Me talking to you.
Isn't it?
I'm not sure. I suppose it is.
I think it is, Anna.
So it is arguable that maybe she just lost it as soon as that machine went on, and the rest of the game is some hallucination.
It's okay, Ben.
But
I'm going to escape. Well, we're going to escape. I'll take you with me.
I knew it, Anna. I knew it. Oh, but, how are we going to escape, Anna?
I'm not sure yet. I'm starting to think, though, this power of mine.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's amazing. You are so clever.
Yes, well, I guess I can bend spoons now, but it doesn't seem strong enough to do anything useful. If I could try that machine again, maybe I can make it stronger and...
Oh, no, Anna. You can't. It's too dangerous. It's all covered in cables and lights and machine things.
Okay. Let me think about this. That blue light in the headgear thing, that's what seemed to bring this telekinesis out. So then, perhaps there's a way of removing that from the rest of the machine, or perhaps there's a way of controlling it from in here?
Oh, Anna, you really are so smart. But how are you gonna do that, Anna?
I'll figure it out. I'm going to keep looking for a way out.
Oh, this is so exciting.
so you have kind of a hint system in talking with Ben, but not a great one. It doesn't really pop up hints after wandering around and not making any progress for a while. It doesn't really do anything. This gives you an achievement, but I already got it, so it didn't pop up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off this
sorry,
unicorn.
Mr. Unicorn. Close your eyes now.
So a great example here is
Woo! See? That wasn't so bad.
you learned that you needed something pointy to open this machine, but only after you look at the machine. And so that's not really... So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Oh, Mr. Unicorn. I'm honestly really, really sorry, but I just have to do this one last thing.
Now you
Oh,
take some
dear.
stuffing
I
from
hope
the
the
unicorn.
stuffing was worth it. Poor Mr. Unicorn.
But you don't need the stuffing for quite a while here. In fact, there's kind of two sections to this whole thing. You use the scissors on the ball to make a half a ball,
that could work.
with no real reason why you would think that
Now
up.
I have a perfect half circle of rubber thing.
Now you use the unicorn on the machine.
Aha! This might be pointy enough to get under the cover and pry it off. Let's see. Ah, Mr. Unicorn's horn. It got all bent and broken. Guess I don't really need it anymore. Okay, let's see here. Buttons, buttons, buttons. None of them seem to have any indication about what they are or what they do. Fingers crossed, I guess.
Anna? Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. But look, Ben. That bit there, that's the glowing bit. Those blue light bits seem to be glowing more now that it's disconnected, too. So, maybe if I try it now...
Ah, Anna, that sounds good. About it glowing and everything. But I'm not so sure you should pick that up.
It does seem rather... sparky, doesn't it? Maybe there's something I can use to pick it up safely, though.
So, I would say it probably was closer to an hour to get to this point. There's a lot
All
of
these
things we
stuffed
can...
animals are so adorable. I'm sure the old witch hates them for that very reason.
There's several dolls and
That
things.
thing was there before I even got here. It really, really freaks me out.
Sadly, you can't do anything with this fairy thing, and I think that's a little weird. So, you use this with that. That kind of makes sense.
This rubber should make it safe to pick up. I hope. I have to say, even after doing all that, even if I can pick it up, should I really be putting something like this on my head? Grandpa, I know he'd tell me not to ever do something as crazy as this. If it means getting back to him, though, I have to try. Here goes nothing, I suppose. Oh, my head. I feel like my brain just turned upside down.
Anna? Are you all right? Did it work?
Anna? What was that light just then?
You see,
What are you doing in there, child?
I was just... What do I say?
Anna, don't you turn your back on me. I don't know what you're up to in there, but remember this. I'm watching you. I can assure you, little girl, whatever you are up to, you will regret it.
So, if there was just some way that they could have guaranteed every player got to this point in 25 minutes, this game would be really a lot better. I think the problem is, honestly, there's this button here, this button here, this button here, these two buttons here, this paint that was here, the scissors, the curtains, the window, these, this, and this should all have been disabled up to this point. So leave just the ball, the scissors that you had to use, the chair you should use once and then it should be disabled. The one button on the machine should have been it. I guess you needed the unicorn thing, but even the unicorn thing is kind of an extra step that shouldn't have been in this first little tutorial area. It really did take me about 15 minutes to get to this point. And all of these other things that I'm not even bothering to mention, they're in the second puzzle that's in the same area. And usually in point-and-click adventure games, almost unanimous, almost 100%. You go from one area to the next area specifically so you don't have that, and you lose all your inventory in the middle time. Another comparison: this item, this item, this item, this item, and this item. None of them are really going to be used for this first tutorial section. Again, the scissors were used once, and we've already used everything else. So, let's go into the save. So these are my old saves. I might as well get rid of them. So, just save over them. And then we can go here and end our recording. So yeah, it's going to be an accelerated gameplay for this first half of the game, which might be better. I mean, it certainly gives me a lot less to complain, because when I was playing it the first time, I certainly was complaining about how many different things you could interact with, and how there was no real hint system popping up, and no real goal system telling me even what I was specifically trying to do in that moment. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. I end all my recordings the same way. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. You can click that and make a donation. Also, down below in the description box, I have links to all my social media sites. So friend and follow me on all those services. That would be a big help, and it will let you know when my newest videos are available to view. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.